Today's pre-decodable is Mike and Spike. Did you notice that both of those words, Mike and Spike, both have that long I sound we've been working on all week? So before we get started with Mike and Spike, though, let's take a look at some of the words that will be inside the text. All right, so let's take a look at the very first word. What do you notice? That magic E on the end, right? So we know that our I is going to make the sound I instead of the sound I. So we're definitely dealing with a long I. So here we go. I'm time. So time will be one of the words that's inside your book today. Taking a look at the next one. Again, there's silent E. So our I will say its name, make the long sound. L says L, I says I, M says L, I'm. Lime. Lime will be a word that's in your story today, and those words rhyme. Did you notice? Time and lime rhyme. Hey, there's another word that rhymes. All right, take a look at the next one. What do you notice? Magic E, of course, and also that it starts with a capital letter because it is a name. It's a name. So magic E or silent E is making that I say I. So we've got I, K, Mike. Mike. Mike is the name. And then let's take a look at the next row. We've got H says H, I says I because of that magic E. And then K says K, H, Ike. Hike. Hike. Mike. Hike. There's some rhyming words in this story. All right, let's do the next one. Another E on the end. Playing the no talking game makes this vowel say its name, right? So we've got I've. 5. It's the number word 5. You'll be writing that pretty soon. Number word 5. And then the last one. Of course, there's silent E on the end, so the I will say I. I'd, ride, ride. All right, well, that makes sense because when I look at the cover of our book, there is a boy that will ride his bike in our story, I bet. Before we open it up, we do need to get our new high frequency words. The first one is D-O-W-N, down, down. And when you have D, it says D. And when you have O-W together, it says ow, ow. So you've got D, own, down. And the other one is the word they. They, T-H, you know that digraph, th, and then E-Y together says A. We're learning all kinds of new letter combinations today. So E-Y says A when it's together. The, A, they. So let's go ahead back to the story and take a look at Mike and Spike. When you look at the cover, who do you think Mike and Spike might be? I think my prediction is that Mike will be the boy on the bike and Spike will be the dog. And if I look very, very closely, I do see that he's wearing a collar that says Spike. So let's go ahead, open up our story. Mike did not have a pup. Mike did not have a pup. But if I'm looking at that picture, what's he thinking about? He's definitely thinking about a pup, right? Mike is 5. Oh, it's his birthday on this picture. Mike is 5. And guess what? Mike gets Spike. There's that word gets. We saw that one before in some of our decodable. Mike gets Spike. So for his birthday, when he turned 5, he got Spike. Mike and Spike hike up and down. Wait a minute. We have the high frequency word up, and now we have the high frequency word down. They're opposites. They are opposites, up and down. So Mike and Spike hike up and down. Oh, there's your new word. They. They like to hike and have fun, fun. They like to hike and have fun. They like to ride a bike. They like to ride a bike. Spike is big. Oh, now look at his cake up here. It's a birthday again. This time there are 6 candles. So it's been a year. It's been a year. He was 5 when he got Spike, but now it's been a year, so Spike is much bigger, right? Spike is big with an exclamation point at the end. Down, Spike, down. He's so excited. All right, so you can read this story and another story that's also on the McGraw-Hill app that I cannot remember the name of right this second, but it helps you practice the exact same sounds and the exact same high frequency words as this one. So you can read it. You can also listen to it, remember? Practicing a couple of times because practice makes perfect.